Hello everyone, what's everybody in my Pokemon form? And today we're doing is a different reaction video. This one I'll be reacting to Wrestling Timeline in Professional Wrestling 2005. So I hope you like it. If you guys be able to thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications, and let's get started.
The year 2005 in professional wrestling was like any other before and after, in that it was a year of frequent change. But the changes of the mid-noughties were profoundly grand. It was a time of welcoming the new and respecting the old, of embracing the exciting future, or cozying up with the rich past, of enjoying fresh unions, of watching bitter disputes play out, of cheerful hellos and of sad goodbyes. Perhaps more than any other year in professional wrestling history, 2005 was the densest amalgamation of yesterday and tomorrow, a dizzying mashup of vivid excess that made for a bewildering present. The three biggest American promotions all took unique steps forward in their personal growths, though the paths they walked weren't always of the primrose variety. The dawning of a generational spring, the rebelliousness of a punkish summer, the snug embrace of quaint autumn, and the reflective days of chilled winter. 2005 was packed to the gills with memories that spanned the spectrum. Those who experienced it can remember those halcyon days, and those who haven't will still find the stories familiar. Perhaps more than any other year, 2005 can sum up the whole of professional wrestling's history and philosophy in a nutshell. I'm Sam from Cultahoilc Wrestling, and this is Timeline 2005. Join us. January 3rd. In the midst of a considerable push in TNA, decorated AAA star Hector Garza is arrested for steroid possession in Houston. Garza ends up being deported back to Mexico and is banned from re-entering the United States for a reported 5 years, effectively ending his run with TNA. January 4th. New Japan's annual January 4th card, this one titled Tokon Festival Wrestling World 2005, is held before 46,000 fans at the Tokyo Dome. The 16-match card includes an 8-man submissions-only tournament won by former UFC and Pancrase competitor Ron Waterman, who submits Yuji Nagata in the finals. In the evening's main event, 24-year-old Shinsuke Nakamura defeats 28-year-old Hiroshi Tanahashi to win the short-lived under-30 openweight championship, following a 25-minute battle. January 9th. WWE holds its first ever New Year's Revolution pay-per-view before over 15,700 fans at Coliseo de Puerto Rico in San Juan. The 6-match card proves disastrous when both Eugene and Lita sustain devastating knee injuries during the evening's first 2 bouts. In the night's main event, Triple H wins the vacated World Heavyweight title in an Elimination Chamber match, outlasting Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, Edge, and his own protege in Batista. Helmsley balks at saving Batista from an Orton pin late in the match, which will be the big story going forward. January 16th. Final Resolution, the first of 12 pay-per-views TNA will hold in their Orlando Impact Zone home in 2005, makes for an above-average card. Top bouts include America's Most Wanted regaining the NWA World Tag Team titles from Bobby Roode and Eric Young, as well as AJ Styles capturing the X Division title in an Ultimate X match against Pete Williams and Chris Sabin. Some fan annoyance is registered at the show's ending, as NWA World Champion Jeff Jarrett retains his title against the increasingly popular, highly charismatic alpha male Monty Brown. On a card loaded with aging ex-WCW stars, Jarrett over Brown feels like a harsh reinforcement of the status quo. However, on the front of homegrown talents, resident Monster Abyss shows up at Final Resolution, planting Jeff Hardy with the Black Hole Slam. This is actually a surprise, as Abyss's deal had expired and he'd been written out of TV as it was believed the Monster was headed to WWE. Alas, Abyss chose to re-sign with TNA. January 18th.
Feeling healthy by leaps and bounds. Making a dinner that makes their whole day and give
Pistol Pez Watley, a star in several southeastern territories during the 70s and 80s, passes away from a heart attack days after his 54th birthday. During his career, Watley was known for his heated feud with former partner Jimmy Valiant, as well as reigning with the NWA Southern Heavyweight title on 2 occasions, and his occasional challenges of NWA World Champion Ric Flair. Late in his career, Watley was briefly an enhancement talent in Hulkamania-era WWF, and also served as a trainer at WCW's Power Plant. January 21st, Raw brand star Batista makes some interesting comments during an interview with UK Rag the Sun about the performers over on SmackDown. Big Dave says, in part, I try to watch the shows, but for me, they're hard to see. I've watched their tapings live, and it seems like one of the guys couldn't care less. Ironically, Batista will end up on SmackDown later in the year, and the interview is reportedly part of the impetus for a fight Batista has with Booker T at a photo shoot over a year later. January 29th. The first ever Wrestle Reunion, a convention/supercard rooted in warm memories, takes place in Tampa. The 14-match card is loaded with a staggering sum of stars past and present, from Roddy Piper, Dusty Rhodes and Terry Funk, to America's Most Wanted Christopher Daniels and CM Punk. On the card, NWA World Champion Jeff Jarrett retains his belt over Tully Blanchard. January 30th. The 2005 Royal Rumble draws 12,000 fans to Fresno, California's Save Mart Center for what's an altogether excellent card. JBL and Triple H retain their world titles in the undercard, while Edge defeats Shawn Michaels mostly cleanly in the opener. These are all secondary to a slew of entertaining backstage skits, including an impromptu freestyle battle between John Cena and Christian. The star-studded Rumble match comes down to earmarked future champions Cena and Batista. Disastrously, a botch sends both men over the top rope at the same time when Batista was supposed to hang on to the ropes. This brings out an irate Vince McMahon, who proceeds to blow out both quadriceps during and after his mad dash into the ring. Batista wins, following an awkward reset, during which an immobilized Vince needs to be helped away. February 4th, for the first time ever, an episode of Monday Night Raw emanates from Japan, as 16,700 fans file into the Saitama Super Arena for a TV taping. The following day, WWE tapes SmackDown in the same building before an even larger crowd of 18,800, and is perhaps most memorable for WWE Champion JBL being accidentally tranquilized before cutting a promo on an inflatable lizard. February 6th.
Very good.
Amy Weber, a 2004 Diva Search runner-up that found a...
Sorry, leave the light on. I need the light on for video.
JBL's cabinet resigns from WWE,
Okay.
reportedly due to bullying from veteran wrestlers. In a 2020 interview, Weber claims she quit following alleged altercations with Randy Orton and Edge on an international flight. February 11th. James Bell, former WWE Senior Vice President of Licensing and Merchandising, pleads guilty in US District Court to mail fraud. Bell admits that he arranged for WWE's licensing arm, SS and Associates Incorporated, to receive commissions that it was not entitled to. WWE also brings legal action against Bell for his perpetuation of the fraud. In 2007, Bell will be sentenced to 8 months in prison and 3 years probation. February 13th. TNA holds Against All Odds in Orlando, and it's a night of mostly good action. The highlight is X-Division champion AJ Styles retaining against Christopher Daniels in overtime of a 30-minute Iron Man match. In the main event, Jeff Jarrett retains the NWA World title over Kevin Nash in a surprisingly good smoke and mirrors match, notable for Nash powerbombing Jarrett onto a cello. Sean Waltman makes his return to TNA during the match, while the former Billy Gunn, now named the Outlaw, debuts during the skirmish. February 16th. Satoshi Kojima captures the All Japan Triple Crown, ending the 529-day reign of Toshiaki Kawada in Tokyo. 4 nights later, Kojima makes history when he wins the IWGP Heavyweight title from Hiroyoshi Tenzan, also in Tokyo following an unusual stoppage finish. This makes Kojima the first man to hold both prestigious titles simultaneously, a feat since equaled only by Keiji Muto. February 20th. WWE SmackDown brand holds No Way Out before 9,500 fans at Pittsburgh's Mellon Arena. In the main event, JBL retains the WWE title over Big Show in a barbed wire steel cage match, escaping the cage through a hole in the mat while an aloof Big Show glacially walks through the door at half the speed of biodegradation. In the undercard, John Cena defeats Kurt Angle in a tournament final to become #1 contender to the WWE title. February 21st. After many weeks of teasers, Batista finally turns on World Heavyweight Champion Triple H, swiftly undermining a plan by the Evolution leader to trick Batista into challenging JBL instead of himself at WrestleMania 21. The faint smiling thumbs up, amused thumbs down moment leads to Batista beating up Helmsley and Ric Flair before signing the contract.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you guys like this video, give you a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, turn notifications, and leave a comment. Subscribe details my same thing, and yeah. Guys, again, I'm almost close to 520 subscribers. 520 subscribers, that's a lot. If I reach a goal, I really appreciate it. Means again, this video shows my goal to reach 1,000 subscribers. And 4,000 people watching. So if I reach a goal, I really appreciate it. Because again, these videos are possible for you guys. And I love you guys so much for all your support, like I always say, and I always mean. And yeah, tired. Also, if you guys want to watch this, it was made by cultahoilc Wrestling. Put the link to their video down in the description. But yeah, alright guys, there you go. Thanks so much for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys for tomorrow, for later, for part 2 on my reaction to Timeline 2005 in professional wrestling. Alright guys, there you go. Goodbye, and have a good day or night.